Hey, GutFoxx here. Today we got some salary cap gameplay. This is the salary cap roster I started off in the mode with. You see me talk about this in a video link below on how to build a good salary cap roster. Basically, I want to run the ball, so I spent heavy on the offensive line. And you can kind of look through that last video, again linked in the description, about how I did it and my reasoning for each of the positions. But as you can see, I have run blocking wide receivers, a good run blocking O-line, ground pound style over 90, and Stafford to chuck the ball when I really need it. But here's the defense. I'm going to play the dime flat a majority of the time with Calvin Johnson at my 1 and Werner at my number 2 to see who really plays better. I'll say Calvin Johnson has made a crazy amount of good spec catches. Of course, he has strangely been mossed once or twice, but really he's done well for me in that position as long as I'm not pressing on the line with him. Werner, he's been mossed more than I'd like, but you'll see that in the gameplay. Defensive line solid, a good all-around roster. I ended up my next couple times through salary cap mode making changes to it, ditching kind of the outside linebackers and lowering my offensive line burden for my next time through that I haven't done yet, with more and try and get like more boss or golden ticket Dez, Boss Dickerson, and other high overall players into the lineup to kind of sacrifice a little bit of my depth. But when I use this, I was switching between the 4-3 and the dime flat. It is a better strategy just to have one set formation, as many of you know, to play this mode, to focus really. Ooh, he stepped out of bounds there, luckily. But yeah, I read in the comments, there's Calvin Johnson making a play, swatting it down. Here it is, going deep again. Can Calvin Johnson do it once again? Easy money for him. So we take it over. Nice little inside zone defense. You got that 4-3 under, kind of off the edge blitz. So Stafford's got all day, and we just hit it always. So Ladarius Green in the end zone. Another play that's played pretty well for me, and it was on my main squad for a long time, as Mr. Tart basically seals that game and he quits. So you're going to get a couple gameplays today because people tend to quit. Again, this was my first run through it, and it's kind of like draft champions. The first run through it, people tend to quit on you. A lot of forverts, inside zone offenses, tosses, and if it doesn't work, then they bail. But once you get up to the elite tiers, really guys stick along. It's kind of like, Madden head-to-head, draft champions. The higher you go in it, the more people stick around to try to finish the game and beat you. And because they got higher skill quality, they will do that from time to time. So we're not doing so well. That had Todd Gurley at halfback. So this is a different run than my first one. I kind of got gameplay mixed around. So I thought my first one I had Mr. Ball at halfback. This one whatever. Doesn't matter. This is Gurley at halfback now. But there it is, Jeffrey on the out route. Very similar roster, though. Not much changes. Except for the halfback, I think I got recommendation to use 88 Gurley instead of Ball. And I will say, Ball played better than Gurley for me. That Ball he broke tackles. He was a good power back. I really liked that Monty Ball card. Campus hero, because really he is not an NFL hero. And really not really hero at all. Mr. Calvin Johnson actually letting up a spec catch on him. Very disappointing. Very disappointed in you, Kelvin. That was your one job. Ultron Werner making a tackle, but not knocking the ball out. So corners aren't playing so hot right here to start off. There's Kelvin dodging his block, but dodging the tackle also. User gets stuck up there. See, that is also something I had in my corners. They're high block shed corners. Because the dime flat, we're going to need them quite frequently. Oh, darn it. Not able to knock the ball out. So fourth down here, and user pick. Welcome to the club. The Get Picked Club. Here's Gurley going off the edge. Juke, jive, jack, jim, jam, jimboree. But anyway, salary cap mode, you guys liking it? It's pretty cool. Just going into one mode, really focusing on one aspect of your defensive gameplay. Like if you have a blitz and you constantly run that blitz, you see a lot of people just get guys to that blitz. Like say you got like a nano out of the, say you use a double loop nano, like I use for the Pig Iron series. So you don't need defensive tackles in salary cap mode. You can basically skimp on them. You don't need them at all. You can get bronze tackles for 5 points or whatever the lowest bronze tackle is. Maybe a style boost. I like my styles being above 90. I think it's pointless. I think at least to get them to 60. I missed the drag route, but I hit Ladarius Green for the easy walk-in points. I think it's a mistake not to get styles at least to 60. 90 is ideal, of course, but it's really hard to get to 90 style points without major. Calvin Johnson. Mr. Kelvin, can I not trust you one-on-one anymore? User pick again. I trust you. Oh, Nate Askew. I trust you. And if you guys haven't seen my review on native Skew, please check it out. A lot of bad rhymes and dimes being picked off by him. And yeah, he's done really it's crazy that review was done what, like September, October-ish. I don't remember. It was pretty early in the season, and it's back to being relevant because of the salary cap mode. I love this salary cap mode, making that native Skew relevant again, because I loved using him, and I really haven't had that same feeling about any user since, with the exception of Barr. Oh, deep beat, easy. Brandon Marshall, touchdown, drag the feet. So he's out there. Let's keep rolling with another salary cap gameplay. We'll see who my running back is to determine which which gameplay this is, but I generally, have the same framework for the team. Tavon Austin at returner and fourth wide receiver, and kind of my streak expert out of 4 verts. Who is it? It is a Gurley. So we're in the second time I played second set through Mr. Salary Cap mode. So we got quite a few out there. Lot of green grass, but we missed that throw, unfortunately. Stafford, not a great throw on the runner. There's Gurley breaking some nice tackles as we're getting some nice pancakes. So yeah, are you guys investing in your offensive line? Because if you don't invest in your offensive line, ooh, money bullet. You basically got to pass the whole game. I hate passing the whole game. I feel like I get too predictable if I just pass the whole time. I feel like, well, I also get really predictable running the ball. No, bad read. Back of the end zone, Stafford. Or should I say GutFoxx, because you're the actually the one who made the read. All right, Gurley did a nice little hesitation, and we got 6 points there. See that running? Just being able to run over the opponents is so important. And being able to stop the run, in my opinion. But, there's so many ways to play the game. I know, obviously you're going to run into somebody running the ball quite a bit. Is that Bo Jackson? I think it is. So we got to shut down his run game, and, he's going to pound it down our throat if he has a player like that against us. Oh my God, we got lucky. Oh, Jarquez Tart. Tart has also made some plays. I got him at nickel. If you look at his stats, yeah, I know he's a safety. But if you looking at his stats for a cornerback for a dime flat nickel, oh man, does he rock the world. Gurley, nice fall forward. Would really wish you would have broke that tackle instead of just fall forward. But we'll take what we can get. Tim Tebow rumbling, bumbling, stumbling forward. I realize slow halfbacks are as bad as fullbacks. So in the future, now Tebow has left my team for future salary caps, but in this video he is still on it. But Bo Jackson, nice toss. Again, like those tosses should be a good place. Werner's keeps getting blocked and really hurting us. So just reviewing the game tape on a lot of these guys, like that's what I feel like you should do. Don't just feel out. Actually watch back your gameplay to see who performs for you. Man up deep, and we got the speed for days, but we can't harness it. So we overthrow it there. Stafford, oh, Tavon Austin totally make it up and getting the first down there for not able to catch up to that, automatic touchdown basically. But yeah, so review game tape on your players. That's kind of what I'm doing right here. That Werner really has kind of let me down those last 2 plays getting blocked, and he really shouldn't be blocked. But there's a nice Tavon again, killing it. Tavon and Crowder have both made plays for me. I think speed is just so important in this thing, and cheap speed. And the thing about Madden developers, they got smart. They didn't let speed be cheap. If they made speed cheap, everyone would just go 100 speed. Although the cheap speed guys are those ultimate legend players speed version, like Rod Woodson's speed version. I think would be a good corner. I'm gonna try him out next. Tebow there, going forward for the touchdown, halfback Tebow. And I think Sean Taylor's speed version is also a very good card if you guys can use him or pick him up at all. All right, so he is still kind of pounding the play action. He's sticking to his game plan. One-on-one with Kelvin. Oh, jeez Louise, OBJ. So Kelvin is not actually performing very well for me lately. In this game specifically. I don't know what this guy has. Some kind of anti-Kelvin voodoo magic. But the rest of the time, he actually played pretty well for me. Oh, Dick Howd. Oh! Nice pick. All right, so that ended that half with that pick. So that was pretty nice and lucky. Kept him out of the end zone. Still had a 2-score game, 2-touchdown game. Throws it up deep again. Can DeCowd make another play? Knocks it out nicely. So he's really showing. My safeties, I will say my whole time here, my safeties made a hell of a lot of play. Askew again with the user pick. Just making a difference for the team. But that's it. Thanks for watching. How's your salary cap going? Let me know. Thanks. Call to action. I will see you tomorrow.